Is everyone ready? I haven't seen Tim is here. Belum ya. Okay, so can everybody hear my voice clearly?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Okay, so the leader you are assigned as co-host ya. Sudah ya semua ya. Tim, okay. Okay, so good afternoon again everyone. I hope you already had your lunch and salat ya for Muslim and had a wow, what is it in your background? Is it because of your leader? What is it in the background? Is it
Miss, we had no part of this. We have no part in this.
Okay, but why do you choose this background of all other background? Because you love Om Deddy. Okay, so everyone had your lunch already ya? Ada yang sempat tidur siang sejenak? Setengah jam? Enggak? Okay, so kita mau kompak ya. I like it. You know what? I had a good first impression of you, even though we haven't met in person yet. So I hope this kind of spirit and kompak gitu ya. It will continue until you're actually in actual class together. Okay? Okay. So in this second session, did anyone finish your writing yet and send it to your leader? How is it? Maura, Tim, and Nazira? All of them?
They're finished, Miss.
They're finished,
Yep.
ya? Okay, so...
Miss, aku ada yang belum ngirim ke aku.
Okay, tapi...
Baru 3 people.
3 people. Okay, so how many people are still doing it? I think for those who are still working on it, we can still waiting while we share something for those who already finished. Okay, so I will use this second session for evaluation. Who wants to start? Maura, Nazira, or Tim? You already assigned as co-host, yeah? Zira, you want to start with your students?
Sure, Miss. Tapi belum semua nggak apa-apa.
Nggak apa-apa. Yang sudah lengkap siapa? Tim, sudah lengkap?
No, just waiting on one more student.
My group, Miss.
Sudah lengkap, Maura?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay, so I think we can start with Maura first, yeah? With freshman from Maura's group. Okay, Maura, could you please share the screen?
Yeah.
For those, the writing on screen, please read your writing, okay? So all of you will have a chance to read your writing and then we will evaluate together, okay? Ini Kenji, okay. So everybody can see the screen clearly? Yeah? Okay. Kenji, please, you can start.
Satay is a traditional Eastern food where meat tends to be burned until cooked. It may use many different types of spices. It is fairly popular in the Asian market and is one of the most favorite street food. There are types of meat that vary on what kind of the consumer prefers to consume. However, in Indonesia, pork is not very favored. Instead, chicken is popular. Goat, chicken, beef, and pork are usually the main type of meat used to create satay. However, in Manado, many tend to eat dog satay. Yeah. And many other provinces say that it's not really good. Like they're against it because some of them have dogs as pets instead.
Okay.
The satay is usually cooked by using a wooden stick. The stick will be inserted into the meat, and the shape of the meat will follow the stick's posture. Therefore, it will be long and it has to be straight, so the consumer can eat it easier and faster. After inserting the stick, it must be slathered with some sweet sauce while being cooked. People tend to add more sweet sauce after, and they may add bawang goreng and peanut sauce to enhance the taste. As a result, the satay may taste sweet and salty, or spicy if the consumer wants to add some chili. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kenji. So if you have to choose your idea of the story, what will that be? The whole idea, the whole topic of the story is
About satay?
types of satay, yeah?
Yeah.
I think it's good because in here we are able to find different types of satay. Yeah, I just found out from your writing that actually there are also pork or dog satay. Yeah, quite. Yeah, as you mentioned yourself, it's actually uh, lots of people who against the idea, yeah, but I think it's interesting that you put it in here so that people know it's not only about sate ayam or daging, ya, seperti biasa sapi. Okay, if you have to put the title, what will that be, Kenji? What will be the
Satay is a
title?
satay is a street food.
Satay as a street food. Okay. Do you like satay yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you write about this, yeah. Okay, thank you, Kenji. I will wrap it up later after the whole student from your group, yeah. Okay, thank you. Give applause to Kenji as the first presentation of the writing, yeah. Thank you, Kenji. Next, Audrey.
Okay.
Sorry, Maura, could you make it a bit bigger? Bisa?
Okay, Miss.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that better, Miss?
Yes, better, much better. Okay, Audrey, go on.
There are moments when our stomach starts churning in the middle of the night whilst we're busy doing our assignments. So I start scanning around my room to find any possible foods.
Slowly, please, Audrey.
Sorry.
You just read like my daughter, very fast.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
So I start scanning around my room to find any possible foods to snack on. Nothing in sight, but at least a better idea popped into my head. Nothing is better than a warm bowl of Indomie curry in the middle of the night. It's slowly becoming some kind of habit to eat it in this particular hour. Every step of cooking the meal is satisfying as how it looks in the advertisements. I put the dry noodles in the bubbling hot water. Light sizzling sounds could be heard as the noodles slowly submerge into the water. I carefully stirred the noodles until it was soft enough to be served. I gently crack an egg into the pot, letting the golden yolk half boil for a gorgeous presentation. Now it's time for me to eat. I couldn't wait to taste the delicious artificial curry flavor this Indomie has to offer. Not forgetting about the beautiful egg I made earlier. I cut a slit in the center, letting the golden yolk run down, mixing all together with the broth.
You know what, Audrey? You make me want to go to the kitchen and make Indomie right away.
Sure, Miss, go ahead.
I think it's good that you are able to become like the senses. You represent the five senses to your audience, right? You are not only writing about the hot water sizzling sound and then the noodles fully submerged into the water. You stir the noodles so until it was soft enough to be served, crack an egg. It's like involving or engage with your audience. Congratulations, Audrey. I really like it. And now
Thank you.
Even though I already had my lunch, I think later today, after I finish teaching, I will make an Indomie
Go
myself.
ahead.
You know what? There is a short story, Cerpen. It is very good because it is actually a story about two best friends. They chat and discuss about one thing, but the discussion, the chatting, and everything, it's actually over one of the girls creating Indomie. So it's actually more or less like you, how they put the noodles, put the egg, and this and that. It's like, very tempting for the audience to involve in and to make your own Indomie after finish reading it. Yeah. Okay, so what do you categorize this writing? What kind of writing do you think it is?
It's like a narrative, I would
A
say.
narrative, yeah, because
Yeah, first
could be
point of view.
descriptive as well, yeah, could be descriptive. Okay, thank you, Audrey.
Thank you.
About the Indomie, and it's not only Indomie, yeah, but Indomie curry. Okay, next, Kim.
Okay. Talk about food. I enjoy various kinds of food. However, if I have to choose between which kind, my choice leans towards to seafood. I love going to seafood restaurants. It's a joyous moment for me when someone puts different kinds of seafood on my table. There would be crabs, shrimps, fish, clams, and squids. Moreover, I savor my pasta with salmon, shrimps, or clams. I feel that seafood fits in any dish of cuisine, and it gives me ideas when cooking to mix with what side dish. I have no preference on how the seafood is cooked, but I do like the squid and shrimps to be fried sometimes.
Okay, so you talk about seafood, yeah? What kind of writing do you think this creative writing is? What types of writing?
Um, I think it's more towards like a blog, I guess.
Okay, like
When
a
you write
blog
blog.
post, yeah? Yeah,
Yes.
because in here, it's you involve also your own experience, yeah? I
Yes.
say for pasta with salmon, shrimp or clams, the seafood fit any dish of cuisine, and it's giving idea when cooking to mix. I have no preference on seafood cook, but I like the squid and shrimp to be fried sometimes. It could also be like the review of food, yeah? I mean,
Yep.
these types of writing, which kind, going to seafood restaurant, there is some put different kind of seafood on my table. In here, I can see that you are also trying to describe things clearly, yeah, not only. Remember in my slide previously, I said that don't show or but tell, yeah, detail. Gitu. So I think you are trying to do it in here, different kind of seafood on my table, crab, shrimp, fish, clam, squid. I say for pasta, I think it's a good start. Yeah, I have no clue on how the cook is cooked, but I like squid and shrimp to be fried sometimes. How would you give title to this writing?
Um,
Kira-kira titlenya apa kalau kamu?
yeah. I think
Seafood.
my love for seafood.
My love for seafood. Okay. Okay, so you, I think this is good. I mean, in a way, you are putting your feeling to the writing, yeah. So it's not only like you report something, but you involve your feeling and your own experience in this writing, yeah. Okay, thank you, Kim.
Welcome.
Next, Amina.
Sorry. Okay. People always say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and honestly, I couldn't agree more. The hunger experienced on an early morning somehow feels very nostalgic and different for me. Not only that, but the experience of breakfast is always accompanied by many iconic breakfast staples like pancakes, eggs and bacon, orange juice, and my personal favorite, cereal. Cereal is a well-known breakfast staple all over the world. This sugary, crunchy, and fun breakfast is usually served with cold milk and has become a favorite treat amongst both adults and especially children. Some examples of the most well-known cereal brands are Honey Nut Cheerios, Kellogg's Frost Flakes, Lucky Charms, and many more. Although cereal isn't exactly the healthiest option for breakfast, I find that no other breakfast item gives the same satisfying texture as cereal does, therefore maintaining its place as a breakfast staple for many people.
Okay, I like the way you start your writing. So you're not directly jump into the content, but you start with, people always say that breakfast is the most important meal. So you give like introduction, you give like, what do you call it? Yeah, before you actually go into the real content of your writing as a start, as in journalism writing, sometimes they call it like, there are many types, a headline or something like that. So people prepare before they actually read the real content. Okay. So if you have to name or to give title to this writing, what will be the title?
Cereal as a breakfast staple.
Okay. I think I also like the way you put the brand in here. I mean, it gives more detail and real experience on something, right? Instead of just saying cereal or what is it? You mentioned the brand. I mean, it gives like the actual engagement to your audience. I myself, personally, I like to do that in my writing. For example, when you have to mention about TV station, for example, instead of just saying in one TV station, you can just mention CTI or Indosiar or what, yeah. Or for example, a coffee or cafe, yeah. It will be more real, more detail if you put the actual name or brand or the product, yeah. Of course, in the media, in journalistic writing, sometimes it become an issue because they don't want to become the advertisement of the product, yeah. But in the exercise, as to mention it in details, I think it is good, yeah. Okay, thank you, Amaina. Who else? Maura? Ooh, hi Kal. Wow, now I want espresso brownie.
Okay. This is espresso brownie that my friends sell it. Based on the visual, it looks tasty, chewy, and fudgy.
Sorry, Maura, maybe you could scroll down so we can see the brownie, and then later we can, scroll up, scroll up to the picture. Yes, okay, yeah. Okay, go on.
This is espresso brownie that my friends sell it. Based on the visual, it looks tasty, chewy, and fudgy. And the smell, wow, if you are the type of person who likes to drink coffee, especially espresso, I recommend this brownie to you. So the taste, I don't know how to describe it. From the first bite, you already can taste the saltiness from the cheese and the sweetness from the brownie itself, and the espresso coffee from the espresso powder. And the texture is so soft, fudgy, very crisp on top, while in the middle, very soft and fudgy. And okay, this brownie reminds me of the brownie that probably you've already tasted before, and you can find it so easy. You know what reminds me of? The Starbucks espresso brownie. The taste is very same. The only difference that you can find is on top of the Starbucks espresso brownie, it has coffee bean, while the one that my friend made it is cheese on top. The price for this one espresso brownie, it costs 25,000. It is very affordable price, right? If you want to order this brownie, you can order it on instagram.com/fit_yourbelly.
Okay. Thank you, Haikal. You know what? One thing that I like about this writing, on top of the description of the espresso brownie, I like when you put it's a very affordable price, right? So you are trying, what kind of writing do you think it is? When you say it's very affordable price, right? So what are you trying to do by this word?
It's like reviewing.
Okay, and you're trying to like talk to your audience, right? So it's not just you review things, but you like you are talking to them, yeah, with the word. Ini kan bahasa ngomong, ya. You transfer lisan to writing, to tulisan. Yeah, I think it's a good experiment also. In the writing, you will find different types of expressing things. Sometimes it's just explanation about something, but sometimes it can be also like you talk to your audience, you talk to your reader, as simple as this. Sometimes they put it, or the writer put it in the beginning. Do you know about this, this, this? Have you ever this, for example? It's like their way, or the writer's way to talk as if they talk directly to the reader, to the audience. Yeah. Okay, so you categorize this writing as what? What types of creative writing do you think it is?
This?
What types of writing do you think it is, according to you?
It's like a blog, I guess.
Okay, like a food review could also be, yeah. It's good that you put the texture very crisp on top, and the inside reminds me of. It's also good that you give comparison to put it in context. So maybe the espresso brownie from Starbucks is already popular. So you give comparison, and in the end you put that actually it's if Starbucks put the coffee beans, right? Yeah,
Yep.
but it is cheese for these types of espresso brownie. Yeah, so that's the difference. At the beginning you put comparison, but in the end you also put the differences. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Haikal. We still have from Maura's group. Okay. Wow, Anisha, dear diary. Okay.
Okay. Dear diary, I'm back after a week full of exams and studying. I'm finally back to writing my diary. Yesterday, Ibu served and cooked us various Indonesian foods for lunch, from main course to desserts. The scent of the food is very tempting. I can even smell it from the hallway. When I enter the dining room, on the table, I see opor ayam, pempek, rendang, kue cubit, my fave, and es cendol. Ayah, Ade, and I are very excited about eating all the foods, especially pempek and kue cubit, since these two are always our favorite. When I write this, I can't stop thinking about yesterday. Kue cubit has always been my favorite since I was little, and I mean the various flavors and the taste of it. We eat all the foods until nothing's left. That's how much we love Indonesian foods. Ade and I can stop telling Ibu how much we loved it, and Ibu says she will cook it again for us next week. Yay! So yeah, I think the highlight of yesterday is definitely kue cubit and all the Indonesian foods. I'll write again soon.
Okay, thank you, Adisa. So this is a journal or a diary writing,
Diary.
yeah? Yeah, like a journal, yeah, like your daily. This is good. I mean, this is different from other. Actually, you are telling us or telling your reader about your experience with food, right? But
Yes.
while others write it as a review or as a social media post, you write it as if you wrote it for yourself, right?
Yes.
But actually, even if you put it in social media post, it will still be okay, right? Yeah. So what I can see from here, you put lots of informal word trying to connect with, because this is the talking, like you talk to your diary, like the diary is your audience, so it makes it more personal. Yeah, I see in here you put yay, so yeah, things like that. Yeah, and you also even though you put lots of different types of food, sate opor ayam, pempek, and others, but in the next part, I think you focus only on kue cubit, yeah. So if, for example, I think it will be better if, let's say, this is like 2 paragraphs. So the second paragraph focus only on the kue cubit. Yeah, this is good. I mean, it is also extraordinary for kue cubit to be cooked at home, ya. Nggak biasa kan kue cubit kita beli gitu ya. So I think this is also interesting that you in your family, your mom cook kue cubit as dishes in your house. It's been your favorite since you were little. Sama ya, kue cubit tuh lama-lama makin susah dicari tukangnya, so your mom make it at home. I think I should come to your house sometimes ya, to eat kue cubit from your mom. Okay, thank you, Adisha. Do you still have other from?
Ya, punya Afif, Miss, ketinggalan. Bentar.
Okay. Afif, ramen. Okay.
Yeah. So I start now.
Sure. Go on.
Okay. Ramen is one of my favorite foods. I always crave of a bowl ramen when I'm going outside to the mall or any Japanese restaurant. It's a simple food to eat and also to cook. Okay. All the ingredients are basically noodle dough, meat, eggs, spices, and vegetables. It's a well-balanced meal. It contains carbs, protein, and fat, and still counts as healthy food. My favorite type of ramen is the Japanese ramen, which is they're delicious and it's different from any type of ramen. It's it that also. Wait, am I sorry? It's also Japanese
Japanese
ramen
ramen, yeah.
are the favorites among tourists. When I was visiting Japan on holidays, me and my cousins ate in a halal ramen place called Shinjuku Goen Ramen Oka. It's a small restaurant, but it's the best ramen in the whole Shinjuku. The broth tastes rich and the meat is chewy, and also the yolk's color is golden. Pretty much the best ramen I had ever tasted in my life. Luckily, there's an instant ramen version. If making ramen is difficult, then boil an instant ramen and with the powder. They are tasty and almost the same as normal ramen. In summary, I think ramen is one of the best culinary food in Japan.
Thank you, Afif. Yeah, so not only you describe things in details, yeah, but you also make it more detailed by mentioning the place and then what they actually serve and why you consider it delicious. Yeah, I think it will it add more like added value to the writing because you mention I think you mentioned about halal food, halal ramen, yeah, in here. Yeah, it's add information because I believe most of your audience of this writing will be in Indonesia, who probably have problem as a Muslim to eat the non-halal ramen. Yeah, so that's the information that you are trying to engage based on the audience, I think. Yeah. What kind of creative writing do you think it is?
Storytelling.
Storytelling. Can you do you think it is also like a
It's also it's experience, I guess.
Experience, yeah, could also be like food review.
Yeah.
If you like expand more details on the Shinjuku Gyoen Ramen Oka, yeah, it's like very specific and I like it. I mean, I like when you or people write something very specific instead of just general. Yeah, so it could be also a food review or travel review could also be like that. Yeah. Okay. If you have to give title, what will be the title of this writing?
I don't know. Ramen's my favorite food.
Or the best ramen in the world?
Yeah, best ramen in the world.
The best, what do you write in here? The
The whole
best culinary
Shinjuku.
in Japan, yeah, the best culinary in Japan. I like the instant ramen. I mean, when you mentioned the instant ramen version, yeah, so actually, even if we have difficulties in creating the real one, there are other options of creating ramen, yeah.
Yeah.
It can also be different if you have to create another writing based on this. I think you can write about the instant ramen. You can review about the instant ramen itself with in a different article, on a different writing. Yeah? So from one writing, they can have other different or smaller angle that you also can write in different writing. Okay. Thank you, Afif. Finish from Maura's group?
Yeah, that's all, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Maura. Maura, maybe you can share what is it, the discussion or the process in your group when they send it to you? Is there any question from freshmen?
There's no particular questions, Miss.
Okay, so you just collecting all the writing, sending to you. Okay, thank you, Maura. Who will be next? Is it Tim or Zira?
I can do it next, Miss.
Okay. Wait. Tim. Okay, Tim.
Can you guys see it?
Yeah. Okay. So MJ first.
Okay. So the biting and chewing sound of noodles topped with excessively blended creamy and thick black bean paste, followed by a crispy sound of fried chicken with red chili paste, will forever be my comfort zone. My go-to video to drool on when my insomnia hits while starving at 3 a.m. For those of you who've never heard of this, mukbang originated from two Korean words, which means eating broadcast, and I believe you know what ASMR is. Believe me, the sound of those mukbangers eating a handful more each time, without saying a single word, would be one of the most relaxing and mouth-watering things you'll ever watch. Personally, I can even smell the meal just by looking at those beautiful visuals and imagining myself to taste those salty, sweet, and spicy food. When you're on a diet like me, watching this will either help you satisfy your cravings or instead make you want them even more. However, I can guarantee that if you need something to help you sleep, this could be your solution. So feel free to do anything you want with this information.
Okay. Thank you, MJ. So the main idea of this writing is about mukbang, yeah, about mukbang. So it is about food, but you're not talking about specific food, but you talk about the mukbang, yeah, about the eating broadcast. I remember 2 years ago, one of your senior, actually the alumni will come in your alumni session, yeah, this Friday. He created his thesis on mukbang. So he analyzed the mukbang video on YouTube and created the thesis based on that data. Okay, so MJ, what do you think the main idea of your writing?
Describing the
mukbang, or what will be the title of this writing?
ASMR mukbang.
Okay, mukbang, yeah. This proves something, you know, when I ask you to write about food, actually there are different topics about food, like mukbang. This is from the, not from the food itself, but more on the habit, more on the lifestyle, more on the trend, right? So this is different angle of the writing on food. I like it, and you are also added with how my go-to video to do on when my insomnia, yeah, hits while starving at 3 a.m. So instead of, I think it's funny, yeah, instead of eating, you just watch mukbang, and then you become full yourself, yeah, gitu, karena nonton mukbang gitu.
Yes.
I think I can even smell the meal just by looking at beautiful visual imagining. Craving when you're on diet like me, watching this help you satisfy your craving or make you want to them to eat even more. Okay, so I think this is based on your own experience. You're not only talking about the mukbang as a trend, but you also try to engage with audience by giving examples based on your experience. In your case, it is when you hit by insomnia, then it helps you what? Helps you go to sleep, or helps you make you cannot sleep? It's even worse by watching this.
Help me to sleep.
Help you to sleep, yeah, relaxing, yeah. Okay, so this is different types of food, but I like it. Thank you, MJ. Uh, Next, Nesa.
Mac and cheese is a dish of macaroni pasta coated in a cheddar cheese. The only meal I can cook for my breakfast on a lazy morning. When it first came out from the oven, I can smell the aroma of cheese and a bit of pepper. Perfect way to start my morning. I look at this beautiful bowl of macaroni that has blended well with the cheese with hunger. It looks soft and buttery. I grabbed some of it with my fork, and the cheese melted perfectly. It tastes cheesy, creamy, and salty. I remembered that I have some leftover bacon. I decided to add it to my mac and cheese and stir it. Feels like I was in a five-star hotel, a five-star restaurant. I don't know if it's because it was actually delicious or it's just my hungry stomach.
Okay, thank you, Nessa. Mac and cheese is quite a common and popular dishes among us, yeah. But in here, I think you put more effort by adding stories like the way you make your mac and cheese. You grab it with your fork, and then I also like the way you close the story, yeah, the closing. When you add some leftover bacon and then you feel that it's very delicious. Is it because it is delicious or because you are hungry? Yeah, so I think it's also funny. I think humor is one of the aspect that is important in every writing. Yeah, so it's important that you read more, read a lot, so that you can add those kind of humor in different types in your writing. Ya. Ini tadi Nesa, kemudian siapa tadi ya previously also put like funny things in your stories. Okay, thank you. What will you name the title of your writing, Nesa?
Mac and cheese on a lazy morning.
Mac and cheese on a lazy morning, yeah. I want to make mac and cheese. It's my Sunday morning, Saturday and Sunday morning favorite dish. Okay, thank you, Nesa. Now we move on to Moza.
Okay. Every Sunday, my family has always gone to Sushi Tei for dinner for years. I'd grown to love sushi since the age of 10, I believe. I also think that Japanese cuisines are very interesting and they always look appetizing. But to be honest, the first time I had sashimi or the other sushi menus that seemed raw, it was not very good because I was not really a fan of it. But as time passes by and I've become older, it's actually one of my favorites. I think that I've tried everything when it comes to sushi, but the only thing I'm not a fan of is wasabi. Though I like spicy foods, there's something in wasabi that I don't really like. But other than that, my love for sushi has grown throughout the years.
Okay, so the main idea of this writing is about how your family loves sushi, or to be specific, sushi tei, ya? Betul ya?
Yeah.
Sushi tei. Okay, I had gone to actually. I also think it are very interesting. I think yeah, I can relate to your experience because I also feel the same when at the first time I tried sushi or sashimi and the other sushi menu that seemed wrong. Yeah, so I think I don't like it. But later when I tried, I like it and also become one of my favorite as well. So I think what strength in this writing is you put your own experience in this, and then you also add some specific things like wasabi, you don't like it. There's also, I like spicy food. There is something in wasabi that I don't really like, yeah. But other than that, my love for sushi have grown throughout the years. So you like sushi, but not the wasabi. Yeah, you don't like the wasabi thing. What will be the title of this writing, Moza?
I think the title would be My Love for Sushi, I guess.
Okay. This is interesting, yeah. Your first paragraph. Every Sunday, my family always gone to Sushi Tei for dinner for years, yeah. So you actually do it like regularly every Sunday. Yeah. For sure. I think it's very strong words, yeah, very strong sentences. It's a very strong sentences to start, and then you can elaborate also with how your family loves sushi and why you choose specifically Sushi Tei other than other sushi restaurant, for example. That's also another alternative for an angle, yeah. But this one is also good, different angle, your love for sushi, but for different angle, you can tell stories on why Sushi Tei, what's so special about Sushi Tei, and why, how come is it like your family, like every Sunday for years, you go to the same restaurant again and again, right? It's interesting. There must be something in it that makes you and your family go or went to the same restaurant every week. Yeah, and that's interesting also. Okay, thank you, Moza. What kind of writing do you think it is? What kind of creative writing do you think it is?
I think it's more of like a blog, I guess.
Blog post, okay.
Yeah.
Why is it so? Because
Sorry?
you put. Why do you think it's a blog post? What makes it a blog post?
Because like it really tells my experience.
Okay, so you relate with your own experience. Yeah? You put the I or the me experience in the writing. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Moza. Next, who's next from Teams Group? Mono, yeah. If anybody, all of you can see in my background, yeah, this is like the wall all over this classroom that we can use for writing. So usually, if we have class in this room, in this open room, it will be like full of writing all over the wall in this class. Yeah, that's why I write here. I write under this part and also that part. Yeah, can you see it? Yeah. Okay, so Mono, you will tell story about potato chip. Okay.
No, Miss, it's actually my obsession with spicy food.
Wow, generasi Mecin bukan?
No, it's not more like that.
Okay,
my obsession with spicy food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my obsession with spicy food begins when my friends introduced me to this one snack, a potato chip to be exact, called Maichi, when I was in middle school. From there, I realized that I have an obsession with spicy food, knowing that my digestive system can handle spicy food at all. That's the problem I can solve because my mouth and brain keep trying to make me eat spicy food. My belly seems to hate it so much. There is this one time where I pass out from eating too much spicy food. It is also because I haven't got my breakfast with light food to prevent symptoms I'll get from eating spicy food.
But yet you eat spicy food.
Sorry?
But even though your tummy cannot stand the spicy food, but still you eat spicy food until now. You eat spicy food?
I will still eat spicy food.
Okay. So
I love spicy food, and I won't stop eating spicy food.
So even though your tummy like saying no, I don't want spicy food, but since your brain keep consume it, so I think you try to persuade your tummy to like it as well. Yeah. I think it's funny.
Yes.
I mean, you put like your own experience and then like a contrast situation. Yeah. In one way, you love spicy food, but you know that your tummy cannot handle spicy food. You put your experience when you had not had breakfast, but have not got my breakfast, but I'll get from eating spicy food, and then I think this can still be expanded to something more funny and interesting. Yeah, like myself
Yes.
on reading it, because I remember one of my friend, he went to one ramen restaurant, you know, the one with level, yeah, level of
Yes.
the spiciness, and then he like bravely choose the highest level, and then he said that no, I'm good, I'm okay. He ate it like finish, and we returned to from the mall safe and sound. And then like hours later, he called me because you know, his tummy is feels so hot. Then when he had to pee, it's very hot, like the, you know, from the tummy, and then when he had to pee, it's like burning inside. So it is very funny. So I can relate to your story. So Mono, I think you have the ability, like a skill to pick something interesting from the story. Yeah. What is it? The main
Yes.
idea? Main idea of the writing. What do you think? The main idea?
The main idea, I think, is it's the obsession.
Of
It's my
spicy food.
obsession for
Yeah,
spicy food.
yeah, right. So you
Yes.
mentioned maichi and everything, but it's actually like part of the
Yes.
writing. But the main idea, topik besar dari tulisan
Yes.
ini sebetulnya your own experience, obsessed with spicy food, even though your tummy cannot handle it. Yeah, I think
Handle
it's
it
good.
at all.
Yeah, it's also you use also humor and contrast situation to explain something, which makes it more interesting. Yeah, keep up the
Yes.
good work. Yeah, working like this. Of course, you can still improve in some areas, but I think this is a good start as well. Yeah, Mono. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss.
Next, Nana.
Hello everyone. Today I want to introduce you all to my favorite Indonesian food, bakso. As we all would know, bakso contains meat paste and is typically known as beef ball. There are many types of bakso available to eat depending on your preference, such as beef, chicken, fish, or pork. The side dishes can be with noodles, crackers, vegetables, fried meatballs, and spices such as sambal and pepper. It is usually sold at a cheap price depending on the restaurant you buy it in. Personally, I have a few steps that I need to do in order to enjoy the meal in the most pleasing way. First, I need to add sambal, preferably sambal Makassar, because the spiciness completes the tender meal. Then I stir the soup along with the sambal so that every dish in the bowl serves the spicy flavor. I start eating the meal by eating the side dishes first, then eating the bakso as the finishing touch. I will drink water in between eating the meal because of the spiciness from sambal Makassar. All in all, bakso is my favorite Indonesian dish, and I am grateful that my country provides various delicious meals across the country.
Okay. Thank you, Nana. Yeah, I think we are all familiar with bakso. We all love bakso, but in here you also add like the best way to enjoy bakso according to you, right? By add sambal Makassar. What is sambal Makassar? I mean, my husband is from Makassar, but I never heard any sambal Makassar. Is it like in the bottle?
Yeah, it's in a bottle, and I usually buy it in All Fresh and
Okay.
And you smell it, and the name of the product is sambal Makassar. So
okay. So
the actual name.
Okay. I think it's good that you also like give recommendation for your reader, right? So according to you, it is better to enjoy it with sambal Makassar, yeah. And then in the beginning, as also done by some of your friends, you are trying to describe it in details, right? Like contain meat and fat, beef, chicken, fish, the dishes with fried noodles, what's in it, and then add sambar Makassar because the spiciness complete the tender meal. And then you stir along, start eating meal by eating the side dishes first. So you go into detail on how you eat the dish, yeah, the bakso. I myself like engage and also imagine myself eating hot kuah bakso, yeah, with the sambal. So I think all in all, bakso is my favorite Indonesian dish, and bakso the market provides various delicious meal across the country. Okay, so what kind of writing do you think it is? It is like a review or a social media post or what?
It's like a blog.
Like a blog, yeah, like a blog post. And why do you put hello everyone in the beginning? What is the purpose of the word hello everyone?
It's to introduce yourself, introduce you, your writing to the audience.
Okay, so I think because you put hello everyone, you can also use this script for a video, yeah, examples, right? Hello everyone, so we are doing this and this. In writing, usually you don't use this word, yeah, but I think this text or this writing engage with audience. You are trying to like talk directly to your readers, yeah, or your audience. Hello everyone, today I want to this and this and that. I start eating, so I am grateful that my country provides this and that. Yeah. So sometimes a writing, a text can be directly transformed into a script for a video or movie or TV. Yeah, I think this one is the examples that you can use for both, but sometimes you still have to adjust. That's why, if, for example, movie originated from book, they cannot just use all the dialogue or all the detail in the movie, in the book, but they still have to reproduce it into movie, because it's different. The dialogue and everything will be different. It's two different format. Yeah, so it's good that you put it in there, so we can also discuss about that. Okay, thank you, Nana. I think I will stop at All Fresh and try to find sambal Makassar after return from campus. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Nana. Next, Ludwig.
Should I start?
Yes, sure, Ludwig.
My stomach rumbles as I wait for my afternoon lunch in Halal Guys. My nostrils are allured by the attractive scent of Middle Eastern cuisine. The scent brings forth quintessential nostalgia that takes me back to my time in New York City. From the sun-yellow rice that is cooked to perfection, not too dry, not too humid, it is accompanied by the beautiful lettuce and fresh red tomatoes. These vegetables are as fresh as if they were picked from the plantations directly. Along with that comes the also important gyro beef, which has been fried in burning hot oil. The mere sight of it creates a mouth-watering sensation as I await this all-great feast. However, this cuisine would be nothing without its signature sauces, from the soothing white sour cream to the tongue-torturing red-hot sauce. A yin and yang, with one unable to work without the other. As the palm of my hand clench the utensils tightly, my brain prepares to be starstruck by the champion of Middle Eastern cuisine.
Okay, so I like the way you put like some specific terminology in here. Yeah, you also put like some what do you call it? Like the language, like more sophisticated language in this writing. Yeah, the word choice, yeah, diksi dalam bahasa Indonesia. I think it's good you put rumbles, nostril allured by attractive scent, the scene being quintessential nostalgic, and then other word that more sophisticated. Yeah. Is there any specific reason why you choose those diction, or you just regularly using it?
I think because I used it a lot. I used it a lot in high school, so I don't know.
Okay, I think it's good. Yeah, one of the foundation for a good writer is having lots of diction, choice of word. Yeah. So instead of saying, for example, here you use the word utensil, starstruck, many other. I found it here. Some of the word. Yeah. How do you put title in this writing? What title will you put in here?
Nostalgic nosedive into my favorite food.
Okay.
Probably.
My brother said by the champion of Middle Eastern cuisine. Where do you usually go in Jakarta for Middle Eastern cuisine?
Halal guys. That's why.
Is there any other restaurant that you also like?
I think there is, but I forgot the name of it.
Okay, so you think that this Halal Guys restaurant can bring back the nostalgic, takes you back to the time when you love Middle Eastern cuisine in New York City, yeah?
Actually, I've never been to New York City. It's just for the story's sake.
Yeah. So you put like the wording in here, the same for potential nostalgia takes me back to my time in New York City. Okay, I think it's a good attempt to put those kind of wording in the writing. Do you think it is a review, food review, or blog post, or what is it? What kind of creative writing do you think it is?
A blog post or a personal
Blog post.
essay?
A personal essay. Okay. Thank you, Ludwig. Yeah, keep up try to find different words, different diction when you want to explain something. It will help you a lot during other writing courses in campus. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ludwig. Who will be next?
That's it, Miss.
Okay. So we finish with Tim's group. The last one, Nazira.
Okay.
Please share the result of the writing. Okay, so we start with Risa. Yes, Risa?
Who doesn't know about this dish? I'm sure almost everyone has tried. Spaghetti carbonara is the famous Italian dish. Basically, it is a type of pasta called spaghetti that's served with white sauce. But you can use other types of pasta according to your taste. This dish is made from milk or cream, butter, egg, cheese, garlic, and any type of spices. The normal texture of the pasta must be chewy and not too hard when consumed, while the sauce itself tastes creamy, savory, and thick, since they are a mixture of milk or cream with cheese. Different kinds of cheese produce different flavors. Most of the time, carbonara uses parmesan, so it will taste salty and softer at the same time, but sometimes people also use other cheeses, which either will taste sharper or weaker. The combination of these two things would produce a rich, divine taste and scent.
Okay, so I like the way you start the first paragraph, yeah. Who doesn't know about the dish? I'm sure everyone has tried it. So it's a good way to try to engage with your audience, yeah, your reader in this case. It's a famous Italian dish. It's a type of pasta, this and that, made from milk or cream, this and that, the normal texture, different kind of cheese produced. Carbonara is from sun, so it tastes salty. People use cheeses with either will taste sharper or weaker. The combination of these two things would produce a rich divine taste and scent. So, what kind of creative writing do you think it is?
I think it's either food review or description.
Okay, I think it can also be like a journalistic or article in the media as well, yeah, because you provide like information and you do not put more your own experience in here, ya. Biasanya kan kalau journalistic writing, they don't put their own experience, like they don't use, like other friends, some of your friends, they put themselves their own experience in that writing, yeah. But here, I think it can be suitable for an article in the magazine, for example, or online. Yeah, the start, the first paragraph, good. Who doesn't know about the dish? I'm sure everyone has tried it, but be careful when you use that kind of word. It's actually you believe that all of your audience know about the thing that you write. Yeah, you have to be sure that your audience, maybe not about the spaghetti, but about anything, you have to make sure that actually your target audience, surely they know about things that you are writing. Or else, who doesn't know about the dishes? Kalau yang terlalu aneh misalnya, bisa aja kan orang yang tidak tahu, gitu ya. But for this case, I think it's good since everybody knows about carbonara. I think you can also like add in here types of pasta, but you can add the type of pasta according to your taste. Yeah? Okay, Risa, thank you. We move on to next from Nazira's group, Sabrina. Pizza.
Fresh baked pizza is definitely everyone's favorite food. The deliciousness never fails to make those who eat them laugh, speechless, and addicted. As soon as you open the big pizza box, the warm and savory aroma of cooked tomato, cheese, and bread fills the air. The slight burnt, crispy, round stuffed crust, topped with sizzling red tomato sauce, melted yellowish cheese, and smoked scrumptious pepperoni presents an extraordinary appearance. When you take the pizza out from the box, most watering stringy cheese melts. The crispy bread with the greenness of cheese and ooze of slight mashed tomato sauce combine enhance your mouth with joy.
Okay, bikin ngiler ya, bikin pengen makan pizza juga. We talk about food and then we want to have all the food that you write. Okay, so what types of creative writing do you think it is?
That descriptive.
Sorry?
Descriptive.
Descriptive, yeah. What media or where will this kind of writing appear? Biasanya kalau tulisan model seperti ini munculnya di mana? Di format apa? Is it on social media or on magazine or online magazine, for example? What do you think? I think it's more or less the tone similar with spaghetti, previously from Risa. Yeah, it's informed us about pizza, so I imagine that this is a piece of writing that will appear on lifestyle magazine. Yeah, information about pizza. What will you give the title for this writing?
The beauty of pizza.
The beauty of pizza. That's ini apa namanya good title. It's not only about the pizza, but the beauty of pizza. Do you think you write about the beauty of pizza in here in the inside? Yeah, because it melted yellowish cheese, smoked pepperoni present, blah blah blah. Yeah, maybe could be one alternative. Kalau tadi sorry Risa, spaghetti, what will the title be, do you think, when you write about spaghetti?
Basic carbonara.
What carbonara?
Basic.
Carbonara, yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Risa and Sabrina. Next, Fania. Indomie.
When we think about Indonesia's representative food, we may think about rendang or nasi goreng, but I have another opinion. I think Indonesia's representative food is Indomie. If you live in Indonesia, there is no way you never tried this instant noodle. When you walk into a room and you smell this familiar, flavorful scent that makes you drool, you know that very second someone is cooking Indomie. The perfect balance of salt and umami, that strong kick of MSG that makes your tongue crave for more, the beautiful golden brownish color, the chewy texture of the noodle that you can alter according to your preference by how long you boil it, the crunchy fried onions included to sprinkle on your final dish, adding an even more addicting aroma to the already perfect dish. The best part is when you add a sunny side up where the yolk isn't fully cooked, and when you tear it, it's still runny as it flows down to your noodles, adding even more richness. It's like heaven but better. Indomie is timeless and tasteless. It will always be the same no matter where you are. That is why I think Indomie is Indonesia's representative food.
That's why I think it's a representative food. Yeah, when we are abroad, definitely one thing that we will try to find is Indomie. Yeah. Okay, so what kind of writing do you think it is? What types of creative writing do you think it is?
I think it's more like descriptive.
Descriptive, okay. I think it's also when you think about Indonesia food, rendang, but I have it's Indomie. We ever try this noodle, yang familiar the perfect flavor of South Indomie, the strong kick of MSG, juaranya MSG-nya ya. The chewy texture. I see in here you try to find the detail of Indomie, the perfect balance of salt and umami, strong kick of MSG, makes your tongue crave for more, golden brownish color, chewy texture of noodle, according to your preference, sprinkle, included crunchy fried onions. You can see that when you just mention onion compared to crunchy fried onions,
yeah,
itu beda ya. I mean, it's more detail when you say crunchy fried onion. It gives like more detail compared to just fried onion. Yeah. So the power of word, when you add something strong to the word, to the sentences, it will make it different. I see in here that you also, it's make me hungry. Yeah, Rafael, I think as I am in FX now, when we finish, I have to get some food down there later. And then you also put here, like heaven but better. Yeah, you add like, apa namanya, exaggerating thing to describe how delicious it is. Yeah, I think it's also good. I mean, it's humorous when you say that, and then what do you call it? Not idiom, yeah, but yeah, like idiom, but you try to exaggerate something, but by saying that kind of phrase. Yeah, I think it's good. You can try to use this kind of phrase in different wording. Okay, sprinkle on your final dish and giving aroma. The best part, and we add sunny side up where yolk isn't fully cooked, and when you tell it, it's runny and flows down to your noodles, adding even more richness. Wow, I think since two of you wrote about Indomie, and we also have bakso with sambal, yeah, I think we definitely have to eat Indomie later on when we reach home. Okay, thank you, Pania. What will be the title of this writing?
Indomie as Indonesia's representative food.
Representative, yeah. Okay, thank you, Pania. Next, we have Suditsa. Yes, pizza. Pizza, yeah, you also.
Founded around 600 BC in Naples, Italy, was the birth of pizza. Pizza is one of the world's favorite fast food and is sold in streets, restaurants, and shopping centers. It is a piece of flatbread, topped with savory, served as a tasty meal for people that are looking for food and are too busy to eat a bowl of rice. Moreover, pizza is convenient to eat while you're walking. I fell in love with pizza ever since I took my first bite at the age of 4. I love the cheese melting, the messy tomato sauce all over my mouth when I eat it. I would take all sorts of crazy pictures with sauce on my face after eating pizza. I love how the bread crust, the tomato sauce, and cheese goes so well together. Another amazing fact is the vast amount of flavors to choose from that causes you to never be bored. Additionally, it's very addicting. My family and I would have a pizza party every weekend. It's also one of the ways that we bonded together and spread laughter while eating pizza.
Okay, thank you. Sudiksha, yeah. I think if your friend, siapa tadi, Muza, go to Sushi Tei every weekend, your family eat pizza every weekend, yeah. So each family has different taste of spending food on weekend. Okay, you mentioned also in the beginning the short history of pizza and then how it become like most favorite fast food and street food as well. Okay, so what kind of writing, what types of writing do you think it is, Diksha?
Descriptive.
Descriptive, yeah. And it can also be a piece of writing that appeared on a media, yeah. I mean on magazine, for example, like a short journalistic writing, because you put you add history in it, you describe the food itself, and then even if it is not much, but you put your own experience. I fell in love with pizza and how your family have a pizza party every weekend. So descriptive, you put details on your story. And what will be the title of this story if you have to choose one title? Kira-kira.
Pizza.
The love for pizza.
Yeah.
What is it? Pizza, what pizza?
My love for pizza.
Your love for pizza, yeah. Okay, thank you, Sudiksha. Do we still have others? Sasha, blueberry. American cheeseburger, I want that too. Okay, now we have blueberry cheesecake after pizza. Go on, Sasha.
Okay, so cheesecake is one of the most famous dessert in the world. The original cheesecake itself has only one dominant flavor, which is the cheese. Nowadays, people have started to develop by adding more flavors such as strawberry, blueberry, and chocolate. I do have a personal favorite, blueberry cheesecake. The cheesecake has an appearance of burnt yellow color, which truly represents how rich the cheese flavor is. The cheese gives you not just a tingle sensation, but it will momentarily stay on your tongue. The cheesecake is heavy and dense, but very delicate at the same time. The soft texture makes it very easy to devour just by using the mouth palate. To some people, it might be a little too much to consume high amount of sweet. This is the part where the blueberry sauce will shine. The blueberry sauce has a mixture of sour and sweet, which will balance the cheesecake flavor. With a couple chunks of blueberry fruits, it might add some crunchy texture that will bring flavor combination to the perfection. Actually, it's only till that part. The last one is I forgot to delete it. It is like my prompt.
Okay, so you discuss about blueberry cheesecake, yeah? And you describe the details about the taste, the flavor, and different types of cheesecake flavor, yeah? Strawberry, blueberry, and chocolate. And you also put your personal favorite to represent how rich the cheese flavor is. The cheese gives you not just a tingle sensation, but will moment to stay on your tongue. The cheesecake is heavy and dense. Okay, so where do you think this article will be appear? Suitable for what media?
Definitely to social media for
Social media?
For food review purpose.
Food review, yeah. I think for food review, you know what? I think like nowadays, when you like to write, when you want to have a writing skills, later you can the option, the career option is not only as a journalist or a writer, but you can also write reviews, food reviews or something like this, yeah. Different types of career choice when you graduate from communication. Okay, so review, social media posts as well, and I think it will also be, if you want to expand the writing, yeah, later, maybe you can also the original cheesecake itself has only one dominant flavor. I think there is room for you to add information about a bit about history. You can do a bit research. Where does the dish come from? Who created the first and why it become like famous all over the world? Yeah.
Okay.
But for short writing, I think this is enough. Okay, thank you. Blueberry cheesecake from sorry. Sasha, yeah. Okay, for Risa. Sasha. Do we still have?
Just one more, Miss.
One more from Naira. Okay, Naira, you are the last one from Nazira's group. Yes.
Hi, how are you all doing? I hope everything is well and good. Anyways, I know it's late already, but I wanted to share my love for street foods. I am one of those people who loves to discover new street foods, but one of my favorite right now is mi ayam. Growing up, I have been getting kind of used to eating street food since my dad is a fan of those type of foods. What I love about this particular dish is because of the combination of carbs and protein mixed with a minimum amount of sweet flavor from the meat and the chicken itself. It gives you the feeling of happiness as first as you took your first bite. Talking about mi ayam, I would like to recommend you guys to this mi ayam restaurant called Demi Bakmi. It's around the Dharmawangsa area in South Jakarta. I'm sure you all are familiar with this one. I give this a 5-star because of the varieties of menu and the quality is surprisingly good. Oh, I almost forgot. You guys should also try this one menu that I will never ever get bored of. It's called Demi Keriting Ayam Jamur. Tell me guys what you think.
Okay, so you put dates and also time in the writing. What is the objectives of your writing? What kind of creative writing do you think it is?
It's actually a blog. So yeah, it's a blog.
It's a blog, yeah, because you also try to put, hi, how are you doing? I hope everything is well and good. So you try to connect with your audience, yeah. And then I love it. So it's actually like a review on one of the favorite bakmi that you think one of the best, or you consider it that this is like a 5-star bakmi, yeah, a 5-star bakmi in Dharmawangsa area. So and then in the end, you also make sure you try that one when you stop by and tell me what you guys think. So this writing can also be a script for video, for example. Yeah, if you do review on the mi bakmi, then you can use this as a script as well, because I see in here that you try to use informal language, you try to use like bahasa ngobrol, ya, bahasa ngobrol instead of bahasa writing. It is different if you compare to some of your friends who previously wrote their stories like pizza, cheesecake, and spaghetti. Yeah, it's more like a journalistic that things that appear on the media. Yeah, with improvement, of course. But this you can be sharing this kind of writing or this word through video, maybe on social media or review. Yeah. Okay, so I think so. Everyone's reading their writing already. Yeah. Okay, so you can stop sharing. Okay, so wait. Okay, so thank you, everyone. Yeah, if I have to conclude all of the writing, I think you are able to have or to choose different types of writing in here. Yeah, you can see that there are like a food review, like there are like a journalistic writing. There are also some of a journal when you try to engage it with your personal experience, and there are also like some of the writing even looks like a commercial. You try to promote something, ya. Ini enak loh, tadi demi bakmi, or yang some that mention the restaurant names. It's like a promotion. Yeah, it's also one type of writing that will be needed a lot, reviewing or give comment support about a product or a restaurant in this case. Okay, so do you think it is easy to write about something that we are familiar with? What is the difficulties? Before we finish this session, is there any difficulties when you have to choose a topic about food as an exercise? What are the difficulties? I want to hear 3 comments from you. Siapa yang mau? Apa kesulitannya? Or challenges? What are the challenges when writing about food? MJ?
It's actually not that difficult, but
okay.
the time, like, jadi deg-degan gitu.
Jadi deg-degan ya. Or the difficulties is to choose among many. Yeah, you have so many favorite food, but you have to choose only one. Yeah, maybe. How about mono, yeah, mono, maichi, spicy food. Yeah. What are the difficulties? How come you came up with the story about your love for spicy food? Bagaimana idenya? Bagaimana?
Sorry, Miss.
Ya, bagaimana ceritanya kamu bisa terfikir untuk menulis tentang your love for spicy food? The idea comes from where?
It just came to my mind out of nowhere because I itu tuh keburu-buru, Miss, kayak it's just came to my mind.
Okay, so
at the right time.
Karena waktunya terbatas ya, but it's good actually. You can still expand it. How about Adisha, kue cubit ya? Kue cubit, I think I like this. Is there any difficulties when you first try to find the topic for this exercise? What are the options before? Yeah, Adisha.
Actually finding what I really want to write. Like the topic sih.
Okay, so from I assume
sama
from
kalau mau presentasi rada deg-degan.
Oh gitu ya. Did anyone change their topic? I mean, you already start writing something and then you change topic? Enggak ya, dari awal sudah firm ya. Okay, so this kind of writing you will have lots in class with different format and different topic and different angle, of course, yeah. So get used to it. We are trying to connect it with real life experience, especially in the first year. So you can do exercise with your own experience, yeah, or your things that are close to you. Okay, so I think the time is almost up. So if there is no more question, wah ini ada Sudiksa Grab lagi promo. Wah ini we talk about food. So after this you can scroll.
Ya, Miss, kan 99.
Yes, in your Grab food or Go food, yeah, and then order food that you like based on the exercise today. As I myself, I want to go home and make a spicy Indomie. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you, leader, yeah, Maura, Tim, and Nazira for helping this session. It went well. Miss Dian, and we also have Rafael in here. Christy juga ya, ada Christy. Thank you everyone and all the students.
What's with the background, guys?
Yeah.
I
Using
think yeah. I think I earlier I saw Minecraft and now changed to
yeah.
Pokemon.
It
The
shows that they are
Charmander,
compact, yeah.
and then Minecraft earlier. Hi, Raf.
Yes.
And then what's with
Ada yang bikin
The Rock?
The Rock and Deddy Corbuzier.
We want to be on Close the Door, miss.
I'm using not my laptop here, so I don't know how to screenshot this Zoom the screen. Can one of the leader help screenshot this background? Everybody with different background. I think it's interesting to be appear on social media, to our Instagram as well. Siapa bisa bantu? Rafa or Tim? Can you screenshot the whole thing? Yeah.
I think
Okay,
it
hold on,
will.
miss.
Maura? Yeah. Dan?
Oh, wait, miss. 3, 2, 1. Yep, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Okay, for Maura, Tim, and Azira, please send the writings to my email, yeah, so I have it in my document as well. Okay, thank you, everyone. I'll see you again in the next session this week, yeah. Okay, take care. Have fun. Happy eating, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you.
Thank you, miss.
Bye.
Thanks, Miss.
Thank you, miss.